Hey everyone, welcome to another video. We're on our European road trip that was planned for almost a year now, and one of the things we wanted to do when we came to Croatia was going to stay at this villa that we've done our research on and everything, in an area that we could do lots of exploring. Now, we've paid for this villa and it's got good reviews and everything, and we've just got here. Check this out. We booked this because it had a pool. What the hell is going on here? I mean, and you know what? We've been speaking to the owner by emails and things, telling them, like what time we'll be arriving. They've gave us like the key code number to get in the house and everything. Failed to mention this. So obviously, we're a little bit, let's just say, not happy. The other thing is as well, we've just been having a look in here, there's beer cans lying everywhere, absolutely disgusting. So what we've done is, we have spoke to the agent that we've booked this through, and they're in the process of trying to speak to the owner to find out what's going on. So we'll keep you updated on this one, but who knows what's going to happen. But one thing we do know is, we're not going to be having a pool because it's not as though that's going to be fixed straight away. So maybe a refund, I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see, and maybe we're going to have to get on the road again and go somewhere else. But let's see what they say when they reply. So, an update, we've spoke to the agent that's obviously sorted all of this out for us, and we've basically told them, look, we're not happy. The agent has said that this pool is going to be ready by 3 o'clock today. No, it's not, because there's holes in the side of the pool that need plastering and things, so I know straight away that that's not true. The owner apparently is going to be here within the hour to sort this out, but me and Brooke have already made a decision. We've been duped. They could have told us about this because we have been emailing the owner over the last few days to obviously get like the number, to get in and everything. So we've been duped. The excuse they've gave is, it's because it's raining. It was raining earlier on, but it ain't raining now, and it's not going to be raining for the next few days. But this is not going to be ready today. So we've made a decision that we want a refund, and we want an immediate refund. Because the thing is, if they say, oh, we'll give you a refund, but it would take like, 5 days or something, that's not good enough, because the thing is, we need that money to go somewhere else. So we'll keep you updated. Okay, let's give you an update. Now, I'm going to tell you this exactly as it is, so that you can make your own minds up, sort of like what's happened and things. So we spoke to the agency who we booked this with, and they basically said that they didn't know anything about this, and they said that they're going to speak to the owner. They told the owner, and the owner said that he will be here within an hour. So the owner got here after an hour, and of course very apologetic. Now what he told us was that of course he knows that there's work being done to the pool, but he lets an agency deal with all of this villa. It's them that's like arranged to get this work done. So basically, the owner of the villa, he told us that he wasn't aware of this. The owner told us that this work should have been completed, but the agency had not told him that it had not been done. This is why he came straight over here. Now, when they said it was going to be an hour, that's because he lives over an hour away to come here. So the owner told us that this work should have been finished, and it should have actually been finished today. Clearly not. So when he got here, again, make your own minds up, guys, he said that he wasn't aware of this. So he was very, very apologetic, and basically he turned around and he said, the reality is there is only a couple of solutions that can be done. One of the solutions was he'll give us a full refund straight away, and then we can obviously get on our way and go somewhere else. Or he will give us half of the money back, and we can still stay here for 2 weeks, but the cost will obviously be half for us. He also, whilst we was here, now I actually heard him on the phone to the work people that were doing this work, even though it's the agency that sorted it out, he directly rang them, and he wasn't happy. It turns out that the workmen that have been doing this have been going off site for whatever reason. He told me that the workmen have basically gone doing something else, and they're not here. Part of the reason that we wanted to stay at this villa is because there's a lot of places around here that we want to go and explore and things, and it's like a lot of like things that Brooke wants to see as well. So we thought, if we had this base here, we could go out, travel for the day, see all the amazing things in Croatia that we wanted to see. So when he said to us, he will give us like half of our money, me and Brooke, we had a discussion about it, because obviously this took a lot of planning, this road trip and everything, and when we got here, I mean, the shock to see something like that and not know about it. I genuinely believe that the owner thought that this would have been done, but like I said, who knows, who knows. But the fact that he's like, you know, said that he will offer us like half the money, you know, that he's going to give to us if we still want to stay here, for us, it's acceptable. Now I'll tell you why it's acceptable. Apparently, this work will be done in 4 days. Obviously, I'm going to let you know if that's the case, but apparently the owner has told us this will be done in 4 days. So if it is done in 4 days, then that means for the rest of the time that we're here, you know, we'll be able to use the pool. If it's not done in 4 days and it's not done whilst we're staying here, we've already agreed and said the fact that he's given us half the money, you know, that for us, this is acceptable. So, you know, we have agreed to do this. Should this have been sorted out this way? Who knows? The fact of the matter is, no matter what we say, we don't have a pool, and as you can probably tell, you know, he has been and he has cleaned like a lot of it up. It was a lot messier before when we got here. So like I said, the shock of coming here and seeing this, obviously a big shock. You know, we're on holiday and everything, and to have seen this, obviously a big shock. Is there a misunderstanding between the owner and the agency? We will never know. But the fact that, like I said, he's agreed to give us half of our money back and we're going to be staying here and the pool still might be ready, do you know what? We're happy to stay here. So you might be thinking, if it doesn't get finished by the time we're here, we ain't got much of a view. Well, let me show you around the villa and let me show you the rest of the view, because the sun has been out and we still do get sun. So we don't necessarily have to stay in the front because it's got all this area here. It's got a tree house up there that obviously I will show you. So do you know what? There is an area that we can stay in here, we can relax, you know, in this part of the garden. It is private. This is the last villa on the row of like some villas. We just went for a walk up here before in this path, you know, there's nothing here. So yeah, I'm happy to stay here. So what would you have done in this situation? Put it in the comments. I'm interested to know, what would you have done? Would you have accepted, you know, like what he said and everything? It's a tough one, but we have travelled a long way to come here. Now we could have just got on the camper van and just said, you know what, we'll just stay in some campsites and things, but you know, it's just nice to be able to come with something like this and, you know, relax and everything. So put in the comments, what would you have done? Also, we have this outdoor section here as well, you know, if it's raining or, you know, if it gets too hot or anything, at least we'll be able to sit out here and relax, and we've got the barbecue and things. So one of the main reasons that we wanted to stay here was, again, so that we could actually go exploring in Croatia. Bruce's face. We might get a swimming pool. No, the thing is, we did discuss this a lot, you know, before we made a decision, and you know, it's we like I said, the outcome for staying here and everything is fine. I think it's very reasonable for the price that we've paid now, that obviously, you know, because I've explained everything. But it was such a shock though when we got here, because you seen it first, didn't you? And Brute was like, there's no pool here, and I was like, well, there is a pool here, because they wouldn't advertise it if it didn't have a pool. And you was like, no. And got the staircase, show you up there in a minute. Got a bathroom downstairs, dining area, kitchen. Let's go upstairs. So it's 2 big double bedrooms, and I'll just show you this balcony. We'll just come out here and just look over there. Good thing is, it's got these trees here and they kind of cover the pool, kind of. Got mountains all over there, and it's so quiet. Come out this bedroom, bathroom in there, and then there is another bedroom here, and then that's a view to the garden. That is a tour of where we're staying. So it's a couple of days later, we've just been relaxing. Kind of not really had a choice with the relaxing, because the weather is horrendous. It's just raining all the time and it's cold. But we've been shopping And look at all this food that we've bought. Now we are here for another week and the weather's supposed to get better next week. Still no pool, but hey. This weather is crazy. The weather's like this, mainly all over Europe. Now the thing is, had we decided to leave this villa, we would have been, you know, staying on campsites and wouldn't have really been able to do that much. So it's quite a few days later. Pool update, I don't want to go on about it. They put water in it and yeah, let's just leave it at that. We didn't really use the pool. So the weather has not been that great for past few days and today we're leaving. That villa, like I said, I've said it in the video before, and you know, the reason that we went there was just to basically relax and everything. You know, we've had time where we've been able to do that, but you know, it's not somewhere that we would go and return, is it? So whilst I was there, we went out exploring a few times. One thing that I'll say is if you do visit Croatia, and I'm certain it's probably the same in a lot of parts of Europe, do take your documents with you because we got pulled over quite a few times. I'm going to put a clip here and just show you. So we went out for the day, and whilst we was in the mountains, we seen a police car and a police officer was stood in the road and he told us to pull over. So there was no issues, you know, we weren't doing anything wrong, so no issues. So anyway, the police officer just came up to me and he just basically said, we need to see your documents. So anyway, we showed all our documents. It's worth mentioning here, if you ever do go to Croatia and a lot of other European countries, you should definitely keep your documents with you because, you know, they had a good look at them. So then what he did is he had an inspection of the vehicle, he had a look inside and everything, told me to open all the doors. So, you know, obviously we complied, showed him everything, he just wanted to have a look in. Then he checked all the documents and then he basically just let us go on our way. Now, not even 1 hour later, we was driving somewhere else and then we got pulled over again and the same thing for an inspection. We did explain to the police officer that we'd just been pulled over and they just did a quick document check, so. Just been pulled over at the border. They're just checking documents and everything, so well.